Welcome back to the game. The Lasallian community was buzzing with joy after the DLSU Green Archers secured an extremely crucial victory against the top-seeded UP Fighting Maroons in a tight clash Sunday evening. Now, live via Zoom is the man that has orchestrated that win and all the other wins, by the way, Coach Topex Robinson, and the frontrunner for the UAP Season 86 MVP race, KQ, Kevin Kiambao. Welcome to the show, Coach. And KQ, maraming salamat sa oras.
Thank you, Sir Bo, Sir Paolo. Good evening. Good evening po. Good evening.
Coach, let's start off with, not just the big win yesterday. There was talk about, you've had your wins, you've had your losses. You haven't beaten the teams on top of you. Until recently, that win from NU was also big. And then, of course, the UP win. 4-game winning streak. I don't want to say it's a turnaround, Coach, but what can you attribute this nice run that you have right now for LaSalle?
Well, I guess it's because again the players are responding, to the challenge of having that kind of mindset of sustainability. I mean, we have a system that works for us so far, and we have players like Kevin, like Evan, and then the rest, like Mike. They're buying into the system. That's one of the things. And you only get to be in those situations as you go along the season. Finding for what works for us and what doesn't. We played our 10th game already, and I mean that's just a testament of these guys really learning and growing through those experiences.
KQ, Coach, my guys, what a game against UP. But then you talked about yung winning streak ninyo. Well, we talked about it, yung 4-game winning streak ninyo. It feels like this team has found a new level of consistency. KQ, ano nangyari sa team behind the scenes to find that consistency? Because it feels like right now, parang yung mga lapses nyo na nakita natin in that first round slowly being wiped away.
First of all, si Coach Topex talagang pinausap kami. Kumbaga, nag-share kami ng moment ng every training, kung ano ba yung kailangan i-adjust. Nag-players meeting kami na, kailangan namin na ipanalo tong second round. Kailangan na, hindi lang slip, kundi take one game at a time, and then focus lang sa kung ano nasa round namin. Mag-buy-in na kami sa system ni Coach and sa lahat ng coaching staff.
Okay, of course, we showed the team standings right now, of De La Salle. They're right in the thick of the fight for Final Four, obviously. They want the top 2 spots, a twice-to-beat advantage. As you know, Paolo, obviously, in collegiate basketball is huge. Coach Topex, let's talk about yesterday's electrifying win. Satisfying for a lot of the LaSalle community there at the Mall of Asia Arena last night. Satisfying for KQ, I could see. There was similarities, Coach, of that round 1 matchup and last night's game, especially in the first half. How did you address the boys at halftime to avoid what happened in the third quarter of round number 1?
Well, I think both. It's pretty much learning from the experience. Learning from our mistakes. Just like what you mentioned, we were limited to only 3 points in that crucial third quarter of the first round matchup against UP. And we know that they're gonna throw in something that's gonna be surprising us. And siguro isang bagay yun that these players really responded to well is, they're not gonna be surprised if UP makes a run. We were ahead again, big, starting the third quarter. And we reminded them the crucial part is gonna be the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Which we were able to really, play together and learn from those mistakes. And I think what's important for us at that start is to dictate the tempo defensively. We want to make sure that we take advantage of Malik not being there, JD not being there. So we just try to put the pressure, especially on their guards. But Felicito played a tremendous game, so we have to also credit to the leadership that he brought in for that UP spot.
Coach, you mentioned the absences of UP, but then in the first round, LaSalle had a key absence, of course, Evanelli. What did he bring this time around for LaSalle? Because it felt like he made a big difference to what we saw in that first round.
Well, Evan is one of our leaders. Together with KQ, they're pretty much the vital cause of this team. And, during that latter part when UP was making a run, Evan was able to make the right piece, making sure that the ball will end up with this guy right here. So yun yung leadership, I guess, that Evan has in our team that wasn't there during our first round meeting. But, you also have to give credit to Josh. He was able to really defend well against those guys that I guess he's really been studying the game of Felicilda, of Abadiano. So I think that's really what Evan could bring to us and what Josh also could bring to us. So they kind of changed the spectrum. Evan is a known offensive player, but Josh David is a known defensive guy for us.
KQ, the season has been great. Obviously, para sa'yo, napakaganda ng nilalaro mo. I keep saying it on air. You are unleashed by Coach Topex Robinson here in season 86. And the last couple of games, the triple-double, alam mo na yan, the first from Lasal yan, first non-guard, yada, yada, yada. And then you follow it up with the double-double and the win. Yun yung importante. Parehong panalo. How does it feel when the Mall of Asia Arena is chanting MVP? What do you think about it? Lalo na pag nakauwi ka na, no? Pag naisip mo na yung mga larong ganito at ganun ang sinasabi ng mga tao sa'yo. Naiisip mo ba yan?
First of all, sa akin, sobrang overwhelmed and sobrang blessed na, ayun nga, nakapag-compete ako sa highest level. And, ayun, ginagawa ko lang naman yung trabaho ko and nagbabayan lang sa system ni Coach. And good thing naman na, ayun, maganda yung kinakalabasan. And then, ayun, talagang sinet aside ko lang yung ego ko. Kailangan ko ipakita ko kung ano yung talagang ako. And then, sobrang thankful ako sa lahat ng coaching staff na malaking tiwala sa akin, hinahayaan ako maglawas sa court.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach Topex, your dorm is right beside KQ, no? So he really can celebrate. But apart from all of that, Coach, your losses in that first round were against Ateneo, NU, and UP. How important was it, especially going into battle for a Final Four spot, to actually beat the teams that are favored to win those spots, to learn that, okay, kaya ng grupo na to be able to beat championship contenders this season?
Well, those first round losses really hurt us. It really kind of grounded us kung nasa na kami. And that really helped us really build from those experiences. Kaya nga, we always remind these players coming to those games that it's not about beating NU, it's not about beating UP, and eventually it's not just about beating Ateneo. It's about us really learning to grow. And the trust that everybody has on each other. The longer, the deeper the season is, you need all those fresh guys, in your team that are confident that when your numbers fall, they're going to be ready to deliver. Francis Escanor played well yesterday.
Yeah.
Josh really did well. So, yung mga bagay na yun, like those guys, JC Macalala, though he didn't score, did a tremendous job defending the guards of UP.
Si Paulie.
So talking about that system, it's about how guys are gonna step up. We talked about teammanship, besides having these leaders here, it's everybody really has to give their contribution if we want to go farther in this tournament.
Policarpio played very well. Jonel Poli played very well yesterday in the limited minutes that he got. Well, Coach, it's been a special season for you so far. Your first year at the UAP. You have a special player beside you, but the work is not done. Obviously, there's more grind to come for De La Salle and the rest of the UAP. So we wish you luck, and of course, to stay healthy. And that last run for the twice to beat, good luck to De La Salle University, Coach, and KQ.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all the time. Download Pilipinas Live now.